Hello, listeners. My name is Silfred, and I am one of the lead administrators of tnhU, and I'm just here to give you guys a quick announcement of the future of our blog. As some of you may know, it's July, and July marks the first anniversary of tnhU. And so I wanted to give you guys a heads up of what we plan to do for the blog from this point onward. I just wanted to clarify as well that tnhunity.net is still the hub site for everything that we're going to be doing from this point on, even if we're branching out into different channels per se. For the most part, the first big thing that we want to get into is Soundcloud, or podcasting in general. So this is in its test phase at this point, and we wanted to go ahead and launch a new platform for you guys to enjoy. So other than that, we also have encroached upon YouTube, but we want to go ahead and stick with YouTube for anything that has visual content. So things like unboxings and video game gameplay videos, rather. We want to leave that for YouTube and have anything that has just audio, like podcasting like this, on SoundCloud. So that way we don't waste visual space. So why the change in general? The reason why we wanted to do this was to open up a new platform for everybody. I understand that lifestyles aren't the same, and I've gotten a good 50-50 of the scenario of what we're doing here in tnhU. And the cool thing is there's a good amount of people who actually love the articles that just read and read and read, especially at work or at school, where they can't have any noise per se. And there had been a couple of my friends here on the West Coast with lifestyles that they have to commute a lot, or they're not really stationed at work in one place, so that they don't have real time to actually sit down and read through text. So I wanted to be able to give you guys an audio approach to all the posts that we have. So a lot of our major posts that we're doing on tnhU from this point on will have some sort of supplemental media tagged along with it. So, and for the most part, the most common one that we're planning to use is podcasting or SoundCloud. And we want to be able to support those people that have long commutes and don't have real time to sit down and read the articles. For the most part, everything, stays the same. Everything that we do for the whole year will still be around. The reviews technically are going to still be around. We're going to be just tweaking it a little bit. But for the most part, we still want to stand by our goal to really just share our experiences with you guys, no matter what facet of gaming that's going to be in. So I wanted to go ahead and elaborate facets of gaming. I use that quite often in all of our introductory posts, and I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an idea of what I mean by that. So generally speaking, gaming is gaming. So we'll talk about everything gaming here: what we play, what we want to play, what we think about the news, the announcements that have been made. But in addition to that, at the time of writing this or recording this vlog, I myself am currently enrolled in a bachelor's degree of science in video game art at Full Sail University. I am taking online classes, disclaimer. But for the most part, I wanted to be able to give you guys, or I wanted to have that information that I never got looking around, readily available for you guys who are looking around. I was looking all over the place to find more information on how these things work. But ultimately, it really goes down to talking to an advisor and listening to their sales pitch. If you can dish out the money, go take the classes so that you have the degree, right? But for the most part, I wanted to know if that money was worth it. In my case, I was taking a loan for it, so things like that, you have to consider. So I was looking for that information, like, is it worth it? ? And I'm sure a lot of you are too. So that's what I want to do here. I want to have a platform where I can be able to give you guys the information that you guys are looking for without having to really cross a comfort zone. You know, I've even talked to my student liaison about this, and you know, he's good about that. And I want to be able to answer a couple questions, general questions that you guys are probably thinking right now. You know, like, what did it cost me? Not just monetary, but like effort wise. What did I have to do, and what have I accomplished at this point? Now that, you know, at the time of this vlog, I'm almost done with my second year out of 4. You know, other than that, I have already done I've already done a lot of recaps and reviews of my classes, and I do plan to do a lot of catch up with the podcasting in those regards, so that way there's also that sort of platform for past classes that I've already had. So I'll probably do a podcast for the recap I did for year 1 and year 2. So yeah, I just wanted to get you guys that information without having to really, you know, cross that comfort zone. So I want to have that readily available for you guys searching for it. And whether or not that really leads you guys to take classes at FSU, that's up to you guys. But I, you know, when I was looking for information, it was never there for me. So I want to mix that up a bit. And if you guys have any questions in regards to that, you know, I'd like to answer them. So anyway, art, you know, art, video game art. A good amount of us here at tnhU, I'm not going to say artists. I was corrected by one of our editors. But for the most part, we are a majority of us are creative minds. You know, I'm an artist. I have a creative writer on the editor block. I have a great advisor. I have a singer. My wife is a singer, a musician. We all dabble in music one way or another. But I'm the most traditional when it comes to the artists. I do the digital drawings, illustrations, you know, stuff like that. So that's me sketching. So we wanted to have a platform for our work to be displayed, per se. So that's one of the goals of tnhU too. tnhU also. We wanted to be able to give you guys a way to see our work. That way we can seek inspiration from you guys, you know, and impressions from you guys. We want to know what you think about our work, and we want to be able to inspire you guys too. So those of you who are aspiring to be something, to do something with your talents, we want to be there for you and give you guys that platform to really be able to see, you know, what you guys, you know, to have inspiration through us that are, you know, that are in the same boat as you guys are. You know, we're also looking to be inspired. We're looking to move forward. Believe me, it gets difficult the more you do it, honestly. But anyway, going back on topic, I want to elaborate on the new direction that we decided to go through with our first year anniversary. And we're really open to trying a lot of new things. And with that being said, we really came from being full reviewers. We wanted to be game reviewers. We literally just wanted to sit down and tell you guys, okay, this is the bad things, this is the pros, this is the cons, this is the neutrals, and this is the score, and this is the reason why you should or shouldn't be playing this game. But the thing is, it's not realistic. We don't have the time. We're working professionals / students that, you know, a lot of things eats up life, eats up our time. And we want to give you guys our honest experiences with our personal pastime, our hobbies. And this isn't our job. We're not paid to do any of this. So we just want to do this just because it's fun for us. And hopefully you guys find some fun in it as well. So that's what we really want to do here. We want to share our experiences in gaming with you guys. So yeah, we came from being full-on reviewers to casual bloggers. We just decided, you know what, it's not realistic. Let's just blog, you know, journal our gaming, you know, some way or another. And then we went to that and really fell down into the dumps, and, you know, we were lost in purpose. We really didn't know what we were supposed to be doing. I mean, reviewers, you know, you see that everywhere. You can go for everywhere else, but why would you come to us, right? I mean, it's our opinions, sure, but at the same time, a lot of us, even ourselves, have a go-to place to go to in regards to reviews and stuff like that. So, we went in circles. We went around in circles, and we really had to sit down and analyze what we had to do, and we really put so much thought in the formatting and in every aspect of tnhU. So, at this point, we want to casually announce to you guys the new direction of the content delivery that we want to launch starting in August 2017. So we've got three major things that we want to launch in August. But I want to clarify one thing that stands perfectly firm, perfectly still, and that's we want to share our experiences with you. That's never been changed. That's always been the first thing that I've said to everybody when I first launched tnhU. And this is always the mantra that we will be abiding by. So no matter what we do, that's our goal. So to put it simply, to put it in one phrase, to put it in one sentence actually, that's what we want to do. So, but this time we want to make it clear that we don't write reviews per se. We share what we felt, what we saw, what we experienced when we did anything in regards to gaming, and we just want to tell you guys about it. It's as simple as that. And whether it's a game, a critic review, or just a rant and a rave, or just a discussion between peers, that's when we'll be around. We don't want to give you a score. We don't want to tell you why you should buy this, why you should play this game. But we want to tell you guys what we've experienced. This is the fun thing. Everybody, nowadays, especially when we have open worlds to explore in video games, everything is different. And we talk about it. And none of it is practically the same, maybe just aside from the main quests, obviously, because it's tailored that way. But, random things happen. So, especially nowadays with open worlds, it's crazy. So that's primarily what we don't want to do. We want to grab everything we can grab and tell you guys about it because we experienced it. We felt something about it. We saw through it. And this is what we want to share with you guys. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, for the content, let's discuss the content. We have this cheesy title for our weekly thing, and it's called What's Up Weekends or What's Up Wednesdays. So from now on, we want to be posting something weekly, primarily on the weekends and maybe on Wednesdays, just because there's something really, really cool that just came out that we just can't hold until the weekend. And we'll be doing that. So some weekends we're just going to be posting one thing. Some weekends we're going to be posting a plethora of things. So, the main thing here is we're going to be posting every weekend. That's what we plan to do. So really our ultimate goal is to present you guys with some casual experience sharing every week in any sort of topic, whether it's a game we played a long time ago, a game we want to play, Dungeons and Dragons, board games, I don't know, everything that we go through at tnhU HQ. So it's not only to really set goals, it's for consistency. Because up to this point, what we've always done is regurgitate the news. Someone reports something and we re-report it. Yeah, I didn't stutter. We re-report it. So, so technically speaking, something gets announced, we re-announce it. And, there's, like I said a while ago, there's go-to places for that. And what would make us different, right? We just want to chill. We just want to hang out. We want to let you guys know what we think of things. That's really it. So, so that way this time, we want to save everything that we found through the week and discuss it on the weekends. So that way there's always something to look forward to weekly on the same time frame. So that's kind of what we want to do. I guess putting that all into a nutshell, I came up with this weird analogy of, not wanting to be part of the current wave event or current event wave. We want to be the aftershock that leaves us all in awe of what's to come next. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, we're surprised with that big one wave that hits us. But it's afterwards when we finally think back and say, hey, that wave was pretty darn chaotic or great or whatever emotion you're feeling at that point. We want to be that. We want to be the aftershock. We want to be the one that makes you reflect and think back on the current event. You know, so to speak. So anyway, that's what's up with our weekly thing. So next we want to go through the monthly thing. We haven't come up with some cheesy name for this one, but it's pretty much going to be a monthly calendar preview. And so this is one of our biggest new vlogs that we plan to launch. And it's a discussion of the events and the launches scheduled for a certain month, pretty much the following month, the month ahead. And we want to recollect what launches those are and really call dibs on which games we want to cover. But pretty much we'll be giving you guys a calendar view of what's coming up. So for example, first couple weeks of August, we're going to be compiling what comes out in September, right? And we're going to give you guys which games are coming out on what days and blah, blah, blah. And we'll be calling dibs on these games. I personally want to play this game, I want to play this game, and I want to play this game. So chances are we'll be talking about that game once we've played it. So once it comes out, a couple weeks later, we'll be sharing our experiences with you guys. Podcasting, if we get to record gameplay, maybe we just podcast over the gameplay. You know, so we can meld a few things together. But for the most part, that's what we want to do. So at the same token, we want to be able to encourage the community to be able to chime in and let us know if we missed anything. If you guys want to call dibs on something that we haven't called dibs on, you guys want our opinion on those kind of games, specific games, dude, you know, we're open to that. So, you know, we're on various social media platforms, wherever we are. Let us know, because we're going to call dibs on a handful of games, and if we miss something that you're interested in, let us know. If we got the time to do that, we'll do it at one point or another. So, like I said, we're super open to trying new different things. As much as we have tastes and different opinions on different genres, you know, we're open to everything. We're gamers. We're not picky. You know, we're not those type of gamers that just play one thing, one kind of thing. We actually love to play everything. So finally, the annual discussion, I suppose, that's what the last thing I want to cover is. And as you guys know, we're over here in the West Coast. So there's a couple of huge summer conventions that occur. So for example, E3 happens at the LA Convention Center every June-ish. Anime Expo, end of June, early July, usually July 4th weekend. And Comic-Con is happening this weekend. You know, if you guys are following with the dates, it's coming up this weekend. So between all of us who are participating in Teenage Unity, we're always doing something in regards to conventions. I've been to E3. Most of the time I'm at AX. One of my editors is at San Diego right now. He just got there a few hours ago in preparation for Comic-Con. So one way or another, perfectly situated in at this point, because August marks all this new launches. We are planning to have a big discussion to recap everything that's occurred at E3 this year, Anime Expo, and Comic-Con. So we want to go ahead and make a massive discussion in regards to that. So stay tuned for that. Definitely coming up in August sometime. So that's what we plan our future to look like. So, you know, we've got tons of things we want to implement to our network and pretty much just make tnhU a really chill place to hang out. So, you know, we hope to see you guys around. You know, please chime in wherever and whenever you can. And, you know, follow us all over the place. I'm sure you can find a place, you know, for you guys in our numerous social circles. You know, we have a social page on Facebook. You know, it's actually linked at the blog on the left-hand side. There's Etsy. You know, you guys can contact us for custom work. Primarily decals. You know, that's another topic for future proofing later on. But for the most part, we're trying to reopen our decal business. So there's that, and like I said, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, stuff like that. So you can find us anywhere. So find us somewhere, and just chime in anywhere, and just chillax. Participate, talk to us, discuss with us, talk, rant, rave, whatever. Share your opinions. We're open to everything. So we hope to see you guys soon, everywhere, anywhere. And remember, tnhunity.net will be our hub for everything. So all our posts will be here, as much as I do regurgitate the information on Facebook. So yeah, until next discussion, next podcast, tnhU signing out. Night, everybody.